All right, ready. It's been a minute since I've made any videos, and I had a couple minutes here before I have to hit the gym. So I want to do kind of like a final video on my TRD off-road 2022 in Lunar Rock. I think I'm done with the modifications. I think one of the things people run into is they don't know when to stop. And this isn't an overlanding vehicle, or I'm not taking it off-road. The mods I did to it were mostly aesthetic, with some protection added for specific needs that I have out here in the country. So I'm going to flip around as I'm talking and give you a look at the rig. I'm going to start at the front and do my best to describe the items and where I found them. But if you have any specific questions on something, you can always message me in the messages under the video, and I'll try to get back to you. All right, here we go. So here is the front of the truck. I have a lot of modifications on the front. First, to talk about what it did come with. Luckily, I did get the LED light package installed on the truck, so I didn't have to upgrade the headlights. I did do a yellow overlay for the fog lights because I like yellow fog lights. I did upgrade to the Heritage grille with the LED lights, and I did install this little Heritage badge. I put one also on my 4Runner down there, as well as a Heritage grille. I installed this bug deflector because here in the dirty South we get a lot of bugs, and it does help to some degree keeping the smaller ones off of the windshield. So there's that. And then this past weekend I installed the Barricade stubby steel bumper from Extreme Terrain. Now, most all the parts that I have on my truck I got from Extreme Terrain. They're very good customer service. I have had to return a few things and ask for certain things, but for the most part they've been great. What I like about this steel bumper here is that you do not have to cut the front clip at all to install it. So if I ever wanted to take it off, I can replace the piece of plastic up front and I'm back to OEM. This was a pain in the ass to install, though. They have a good video to watch, but if you do end up buying one of these, I highly recommend that when you put the brackets on, dry fit the bumper before you put the front clip back on, because they put the brackets on and then they have you put the front clip on. I put the brackets on, tightened them down, and then when I put mated the bumper up to the brackets, I was a good 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches too wide. So what I ended up having to do was I had to put a pipe vise I use for building, squaring up wood. I put a vise on it, tightened it down. First I loosened up all the brackets, put a vise on it, tightened it down to the distance that I needed, and then I retightened it. If I hadn't done that, I would have had the whole front clip on, whole grill back on, and it would not have fit. As it was still very close. So again, great bumper. Only issues I had with it were getting the brackets to match up, but I just gave you a fix on that. So let's work down the sides here. I did immediately when I bought the truck, I bought new wheels and tires, again off of Extreme Terrain. These are Turos. These are mud tires. They are, let's see the size here. These are LT 265 by 70 with the rim size of 17. And it does have, I forget what the offset is. You can see that it does stick out a bit, which I like. And these are Pro Comp wheels. I bought them as a set. The only issue I had was when I got them, they had balanced them and they had used just an adhesive balance, and a lot of them fell off. So I had to take them to my own shop and have them put the actual weights that you tap onto the inside of the rim. But Extreme Terrain did pay for that, so that was very good on them. Coming down the side here, I did replace the marker lights, turn signal lights with LEDs, also from Extreme Terrain. They're smoked. My magnet decals, gotta love those. Already had the step ups, which I love. Do give you a little bit of protection against door dings. Already had the mud flaps on it. I did put the rain guards on, AVS, same as the bug deflector, and I did tint the front window ceramic to match the rest of the truck. It did come with this pinstriping, which I don't hate. At least it is black, but it's interesting that they still do that. It's kind of an old school thing. All right, coming to the back here. Obviously, we talked about the wheels already. I did buy this aftermarket tonneau cover. This is a Rough Country. It was much cheaper than the Toyota brand one. Works just the same though. Now, I did run into some problems with the rear lights. I went with LEDs. The first set I bought off Extreme Terrain kept blowing my stoplight fuse. So I ended up going through 2 sets of those before I came up with these. Again, they are from Extreme Terrain. If you do want a set of LEDs, I would call them and ask for a set that has a built-in, it's like a ballast. So basically it controls the amount of power that go to the lights to keep from blowing your fuses, or vice versa. I'm not an electrician. So these have a built-in voltage regulator thing that keeps the voltage from blowing that fuse. So I haven't had one problem since I installed these, and they look really cool. I put a tow hitch on because I pull a lot of stuff. One of the best things I did originally is I put these caps on because I don't have the backup sensors. On the sport models, I believe they're color matched. Mine are chrome, which I hate chrome, so I did a chrome delete on the whole truck. And these are just bumper covers. They go on real easy, and it just covers up the whole bumper, makes it all black, which is awesome. These inlays I already had on the truck when I got it, so I didn't have to do the Tacoma inlay. In the back here, I did buy a Toyota mat. Bought it from a dealership. I bought it online, actually got a huge discount. All I had to do was go pick it up. In the back here, I did install some Amazon LED lights, super cheap, but work great. Really lights up the bed at night if you need it. All right, coming around to the other side. I did put on a little matte black exhaust tip. This is not a Toyota, it's called Bully brand. I bought it at Advanced Auto. It was maybe 15 bucks, went on real easy. Tighten it down, just gives a little extra pop with that black. I did do a delete on the Tacoma badging, and on the back I did get rid of the V6 badging. I could have done overlays, but I like a clean look. As you can see the back of my Crosstrek in there, I deleted all the badges off of that. Did the same thing with the 4Runner, and then I also have an STI that I did total delete on it. So just think it looks much cleaner. Let's move inside real quick. We'll start over here. I did do blackouts on all of the handles. These are overlays on the chrome rings for the vents. I didn't want to take the whole dash apart. These are just overlays. They've worked out real well. Got a little pew pew magnet. I got them in all my vehicles. Those came off of Amazon. They come in packs of 2. They have self starting screws, very easy to install. Just make sure you don't hit any wiring. I still need to do the chrome delete here, the ring, and then my 4-wheel drive control, but everything else is done. I did the Toyota badge delete, and again I got the 6-speed. Cannot go wrong with that. What else in here? Oh, just FYI, I'm sure many of you have noticed the inside of the door panels on these Tacomas, like you breathe on them and they get scratches on them. I've read a lot of forums on how to fix that, and what I ended up doing was taking a magic eraser and lightly scuffing it all up. So you get these little scuffs, and all a magic eraser does is take the top layer off of anything. It's not really cleaning it, it's actually like almost like sandpaper. So I did this over here, and it actually cleaned it up almost perfectly. And then what I do is I just every once in a while go over it with some plastic protector, whatever brand I have. I don't think it really matters. It just keeps it moist to dry it out, and it's actually kept it very clean. From the dealership, I did have the Tacoma mats. It did come with the doorstep sill protectors, and it did come with the color matched door edges. So that's very cool. So let's go around to the driver's side one more time. So in the back here, I do have my man purse. So my wife got me these hooks. I don't know where she got them, but it's really cool. They just hook to the headrest, and they swivel, so I can stick that on there, grab it when I don't need it. But I think that's pretty much it on everything that I've done to this truck, and that is all that I'm going to do to it. So again, blacked out the badging. I did put a magnet holder for my phone up there. I have them in all my vehicles as well. But yeah, I think that is it. I always like to keep a mag light in here as well. But yeah, that is it. That is all that's going to be done to this truck. I think it looks perfect. Not over the top looking gaudy, but I really put the bumper on the front because of the deer out here. They have hit me, my cross trek over here, and I call it the DK, meaning the deer killer, because we've hit 3, or they've hit us. So I have a push bumper on the cross check. I've got one down there on the 4Runner, and then I put this on basically as just some form of protection if we happen to clip a deer, because as you know, these Tacomas, it's just all plastic up front. When I took this off, that little plastic piece on the front, it just had this little bitty black styrofoam filled thing. It was not going to do anything to protect you. So, oh, I missed one more thing. Underneath, I did put a set of Demon D-shackles underneath with the red, kind of match the, if you look down the side over here, kind of matches the red of the TRD off-road badging. And I do think I'll do one more thing, because I do my own I do my own servicing. I think I'm gonna put a TRD skid plate under it because it has the access panel for the oil filter, and I have a skid plate, but of course it has to come off to do any fluid changing. So I think I'll do that. I'll look for one maybe used on eBay or Craigslist or something. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.